A wise man once said, to ease the consistent pain of sweeping your house, then reduce the number of visitors. In a bit to nip in the bud the continuous security challenges in Adamawa State, especially banditry and kidnapping of students, the governor has ordered the closure of boarding facilities in 30 junior secondary schools out of 34 in the states. The State's Commissioner for Education and Human Capital Development, Wibina Jackson, said the order takes effect from the 6th of September until further notice. That's all is not well. It's not safe out there to still maintain the boarding facility. If I even had my children there, I would have taken them away before now, because the security situation in the Northeast particularly is not cheering at all.
I can see a determined state governor that is genuinely interested in curbing banditry, terrorism, but is limited by so many factors, and is forced to take decisions just for the sake, sometimes based on impulse, just to say, look, let's do this. Maybe it's going to work. Zamfara State is becoming almost a state of asymmetric war going on almost every day since 2016. You remember that this year alone, a community, 60 villagers were adopted. In July, 13 police officers were killed. Just last week, they attacked a community, a government school, and took away, some are saying 73, some are saying 43, some are saying 100. And unfortunately, some of these people that were taken away, some of them are toddlers. 2 years, 4 years. How would a child of 14 years, of 2-3 years be kept at gunpoint in a bush? What would those children eat? Well, how would they feel? The best they can do is to be crying for money tonight. So, is Zamfara is in a very terrible situation, and I think what the governor did is a good measure, but it's short. It's not sustainable. It's not sustainable. Yes, you have closed down. You imposed curfew. Out of 15 local governments, you have imposed curfew in about 13. So that's almost about more than 85%.
Economic activity, everything.
People cannot. So their freedom of association, freedom of movement, to even go to farms,
to even hurt the state economy.
So it's a big problem, and I'm really worried about the future of that state. Not just that state alone. Most of the states in the northwest. Now, the question we then ask is that, okay, you've closed down the schools. How long are we going to close down the schools? Then are we going to close down those communities that these bandits invade and then kidnap people, kidnap women, kidnap pregnant women, old women, physically challenged, are being taken away by bandits and terrorists? So I think the state is in a mess, and it needs the support of all of us, because threat to stability anywhere is a threat to prosperity everywhere. It's our problem. It's not just the problem of Zamfara alone. We need to rally around whatever little thing we can do to save the situation in Zamfara State.
Because when you look at it, some people will say that education up north is something that's still growing, that the disadvantage has always been there. Right now that we have this situation, that this is very, very sad. That people they are encouraging before, right now you now have the enthusiasm and everything almost killed.
That's the unfortunate aspect of it. But I think what Adamawa state government did is the right step, because it's not as if the children are not going to go to school. The government only closed boarding schools. They will be going to nearest day schools to their localities, which is very important. At least I still see that step as being proactive. The governor was actually proactive, because you never can tell what can happen to those children in boarding schools. They are not safe there. So it's good that they are told. But back to your point, it's unfortunate that this is happening, because where are those children in boarding schools in the first instance? Many of them, as day students, they follow their parents to farms, they follow their parents to do so many things, and which hinder them from actually going to school or pursuing their studies. Now that they are back home, what do we expect to see? And it is not even about Adamawa. He spoke a lot about Zamfara. Do you know that there is a report in the papers today that bandits have taken over classrooms in Zamfara State? In fact, they say that they go to schools, the other headmasters, even the day schools, the so-called day schools, they tell headmasters to vacate, that they want to use their place. And the headmasters, they even obey them more than they do the government. They quickly tell the children to go back home. So that Adamawa State even shut down boarding schools, and he's saying that people should go to day schools, does not guarantee.
Okay. I think TVC calling us from Lagos.
Yes, this is the one calling from Lagos. Good evening.
Good evening, BC.
Okay. Thank you. You are well done for the good work you people are doing over there.
Thank you, BC.
How is my brother there, Jide?
BK, he stepped out. We'll be back tomorrow.
Okay. That you are doing a wonderful job.
Thank you.
I quite appreciate it. I've not been fortunate to get across to you for quite a long time now.
Oh, so, congratulations.
Yes. The question I want to ask. Hello?
Yes, you're on.
This banditry, have they not captured any of them in that Zamfara state? If they have been captured, what are the measures taken to verify from which state or from which part of the country they are from?
Oh.
Hello, Ayo. Can you hear me?
Yes.
We need to know, where are these people from? Are they citizens of Nigeria or they are foreigners? Is it that they have not captured any one of the banditry for quite a long time? Hello, are you hearing me?
Yes, I can hear you.
You people should do work on that.
I'm just looking for the most diplomatic answer I can give to you.
Whether they surrendered or they were captured.
Yes, they've had to capture some.
We need to know which part of the
country. I don't want us to place that emphasis on which part of the country. And the bottom line, a bandit is a bandit. It doesn't matter where that bandit is coming from. A terrorist is a terrorist. A bandit is a bandit. I don't want us to be so interested where the person is from. No, that's not the bottom line now. The bottom line is that Super Tucandos should get into action and wipe those guys, dislodge them from wherever they are, and so that our children can get back to school.
Yeah, because it's very important. It's really very important. As you rightly noted, the North is regarded as educationally disadvantaged region. And over 10 million out of school children in Nigeria, majority of them are from the northern part of the country, which means that using banditry to disturb them from having access to education is complicating a lot of issues for these children. And they have a right. These children have a right to go to school, for crying out loud. So we need to, it's very important for us to do whatever we can do to ensure that they are kept in schools, but at the same time, safely too. It's better for them to be alive than for them to be in school and end up in forest with bandits.
Yes, Wale Adeyi just pointed the fact that this state is particularly Zamfara state, not Adamawa state. For a long time now, Adamawa, there's this level of stability, as in a peace in Adamawa state, except for the area of Mobi and some other remote areas of Adamawa state, but this is Zamfara, and Zamfara is the worst hit. So it's going to be no parents will even want their children to go to school, not to talk of even boarding school, to step out to go to school right now.
It's very unfortunate, especially in places where there is naturally high dropout rates among the
And Zamfara is one of them. In fact, for Unity colleges, the cutoff for Zamfara is 2.
Yes.
To show you how bad.
2. So
it's
2 how?
2 over 300 for them to gain admission to unity colleges, to show you how bad
Yeah.
the state of education. Yes, over 300. They only need to score 2 over 300
You can imagine.
to gain admission to unity colleges, to show you how bad the state of education is in that state. So it's a very serious situation.
You say I'll check that out.
Please do. I can tell you authoritatively, and I will.
Want to.
I tell you, I will. You can Google it. I will even send the statistics to you today. Yeah. Is that bad?
So it means a lot of people will not have interest in going to education any longer. So it's quite unfortunate that this kind of thing is happening. And we have seen efforts by the government. In 2018, they set up what they call the Ramikia, the Air Force. They also set up what they call Sharandaji, Operation Sharandaji, Operation this and that. But nothing is happening. Zamfara is big, 9,000 square kilometers, almost 33 times the size of Lagos.
If the governor is saying that there are over 30,000 bandits,
yes,
that's helped the state to ransom.
They don't have an organized structure. You don't even know who to negotiate with. So you have different rogue cells everywhere. So when you negotiate with this one, this other will come up again. So it's a big problem, but then it shouldn't be a problem we cannot solve if we are actually determined to do so.